Harrison Butker ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Kaepernick now to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Kaepernick to throw for it on fourth. Oh, what a catch by Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. Let's go! Granted, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Kaepernick going to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pringle. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That'll be caught. Rager with it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Here's Kaepernick. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me a
touchdown. That's caught. T.J. Hockenson from a yard out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Reagor, 30 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And to the touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speed...
Touchdown! It's complete. T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Here's Tommy Townsend now. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Pringle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a complete. Pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And again, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Vikings 48-yard line.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Mike Remmers, right tackle, called for the infraction. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Byron Pringle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a play fake. Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, Obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Madison's got a first down and then some. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One final try for Mahomes. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big